I'm sorry, I'm back with part two, and the reason why I hesitated and had to drop off and continue is because my little friend showed up. My little friend right here. Now we've done the whole greeting thing, and I'll tell you a story about this dog. So it's been several months. But I came to this park one time, and the owner owns this Tapwa right here, the dog's owner, and he was just a little pup, just a little, month-old pup or something running around this little park, and very friendly. And I came to, he came over by me, and we made friends, and then I came to this park quite often, and then I stopped coming for a while, for at least 5 months or so, I think. And so I returned to the park, a couple months ago, and I was like, oh my God, look at how, and the dog came right out and came to see me. The dog was so big, and now it's huge, fully grown, just a big old dog, and friendly as can be, and of course remembers me. Because when I met it as a pup, I had some crackers or something, so I gave him a little treat from my bag that I had for personal use. And now he's going to sit under here after, 10 minutes of welcome and petting and just saying, hey, how you doing? And I think it's pretty cool. But getting back to what I was saying, it's like the society here is just... and I'm gonna, I'm in a real mode. I'm in a realistic mode here. It's chaotic, but on the other hand, a lot of people have said this. A lot of foreign expat vloggers, people that have visited Vietnam, and they're right. It's a friendly culture. The people here, because of, I think, communism and socialism and the cultural, pardon me, the cultural history of living in communes, living in collectives, living in communities, living in so close to each other, and having this seriously family-oriented society. It's good. It's good. It's definitely, heaps more pleasant than American society currently, and I would say in the last 20 to 30 years, when American society began to decline to the state that it's in now, which is complete, utter ruin. But I wanted to say that, coming out here to Vietnam turned out, unknowingly at the time when I stepped on the plane and had no idea what I was getting myself into, has been a remarkable journey that has culminated in maybe the best place in Southeast Asia that you want to be. I don't give a shit what anybody says about Thailand or the Philippines or Malaysia or whatever. Being here in Vietnam is just, because of the way that things are set up, is great. And a lot of that has to do with the forced simplicity that I entered into this society. This is not a complex culture. Well, it is and it isn't. But it's not a very complex society. The educational level here in Vietnam is not probably very high. But then again, you can't really measure it based on Western standards, because the people here are very innovative and intelligent and cunning and savvy and wise in ways that, the West has maybe forgotten. You can start a business here just on the fly. There aren't all these crazy regulations and rules that you have in the more developed Western society. So you can, and people have been scrambling because of the pandemic to try to survive, and that's been, you know, remarkable. I'll use that word again. It's been something to witness the resiliency of the Vietnamese people, the ability to hunker down and to draw back and to get into the minimum survival mode and be happy at the same time, and you know, be happy and not worry about anything and continue to enjoy life, because for them life is the simple pleasures: good food, family, roof over the head, food to eat, clothes on the back, which is what my parents raised me to believe in and to appreciate. And you know, the people here in Vietnam, they all to a person believe in that. They have a government that I would say is in the midst of trying to develop the society and to develop the infrastructure here to a degree, but they're just getting warmed up, and they've got a long way to go yet, and the transition is unique and can be a little frustrating at times, but generally I get it. There's just too many pros to sit here and list. And as far as the cons are concerned, there's not many. The only cons I have here in Vietnam, quite honestly, are mobility. I'll never drive a car or ride a motorbike here, but the bicycle is fine. As long as I can adapt my own mentality to what I had mentioned in emails, which is basically just staying put, living my life in Hoi An, enjoying, and this is such a great place to live. The livability factor here is outstanding. So I don't need to be generally mobile in the respect that I was back in America. So yeah, it's just fantastic. And a lot of it has to do with our current living location, which is just unique unto its own self. Very different because it's so quiet and peaceful. Our current lease is up in February 1st. That will mark 18 months that we have been in that home, renting. And believe it or not, it's looking like we're probably going to just stay there until eventually, and this is going to happen, quite frankly, we buy some land and build our own house. And we're not talking about anything crazy like in the West. You know, we're talking about a small land purchase and then a small home build. But, you know, we can build the home in such a fashion, and it's not really going to be a tiny house. It's going to be a real house, but it's going to be probably, in American terms, I don't know, 900 square feet. But if we design it properly, it'll be just fantastic. It'll be a pleasant place. But we have to find land in the right location, which is similar to where we are now, where it's just quiet, peaceful. We have nature, we have greenery, we don't have a lot of crazy shit. You know, to live out here in the midst of, well, in the middle of the city is always a no. But there are outlying areas which are just too jam-packed because of the way that the people live. You know, they, as Ann Lee has described it to me, to live in the middle of nowhere, around nobody, not around anybody, is considered by the culture and by the people here to be very sad and very lonely. They just cannot grasp the understanding of, you know, being remote, living remotely, and being able to just, you know, relax and not be around anyone. Well, I don't want to go too long on these videos because I want to make sure that I can get them to you and not bore you to death. But those were just some of the thoughts I had this morning regarding Vietnam, and just want to, share those with you today. And wish you a happy new year, and hopefully, like I said, things are a little bit better this year than they were last year. Hopefully, in the West, in America. So okay, I'll cut it there, and hopefully do some more of these soon. Might go fishing today, I'm not sure. Okay, peace out. Have a good day.